Can you believe this is a wilderness survival show? They can not only catch a fierce wild boar, but also make a mouth-watering dinner. Endless smoked meat, wild grape pork chops, and even grilled lizard for a midnight snack. Every shot teases the audience's taste buds just because one of them is a top hunter with perfect aim. The other is a 5-star ice cream chef. The two team up to survive in the wilderness. The goal is to conquer all the wilderness delicacies. The border area of southern Mexico has the world's last remaining cloud forest. It is lush and full of life, with countless mountain delicacies, very suitable for two masters to show off. The hunter only brought a bow and arrow. The goal is to hunt down plump wild boar. The chef brought a pot and two kitchen knives. Riding on the production team's nuclear-powered pickup truck with this pair of hidden talent to the depths of the canyon, Chef Koishion looked at the dense jungle in front of him and couldn't wait to show off his skills. But the bad news is, this place is hotter than Harbin. The heat made them dizzy. To prevent heat stroke, they decided to find a water source first, and preferably find a campsite near the water source without a map or a compass. With only a little more hair than Diado, they can only rely on the experienced hunter to find the water source. The steep terrain and the high temperature of over 30 degrees quickly made the fat chef gasp for breath, almost lying on the ground and refusing to move. On the other hand, the hunter was not only but also found traces of wild boar activity. About being able to eat pork stew with all vermicelli in the future. Worth it. As soon as he finished speaking, the chef in the middle of the road trip and fell flat on his back. Embarrassed and angry, he immediately gave the hunter ordering him to find a campsite within 5 minutes. Or else I won't cook for you. As the saying goes, a good man doesn't argue after with the hunter stopped, signaling the chef to listen carefully to the surroundings. It's the sound of water jumped into a deep clear stream lake. Nectar and Jade Dew appeared in front of the two. The two fools quickly washed their faces. What's even more surprising is that the hunter found there are many big little crabs in the stream. The problems of instant noodles and fresh water are solved. Then they found a flat open space nearby. They decided to settle down here. The two performed their duties with clear division of labor. The hunter stayed to build a cozy cabin. The chef carried the iron pot to the stream to find ingredients. According to Bai's Wilderness Survival Manual, crabs usually like to hide under rocks. The chef easily grabbed one. The chef is worthy of being a woman and go to the kitchen. Go to the hall. Another river crab is in hand. These big crab claws have already made him drool. As he gained more and more experience. In the blink of an eye, he caught a pot full. On the way back, he also found the famous fennel tree. This is a rare seasoning in the wilderness. It is said that the taste is similar to anise. It's a perfect match for small crabs. The chef returned to the camp to show off his spoils to the hunter, making the hungry hunter's eyes light up. Little lady, please hurry up and the chef put the crabs in the hat and gave it to the hunter to keep, and specially told the hunter to take good care of it. Unexpectedly, the crabs ran out the next second. What's even worse is that when catching crabs, in the panic, the chef also cut the hunter's palm with a knife. You need to know that this is in the uninhabited wilderness. If not handled properly, it can easily cause Fortunately, sepsis. The wound is not very deep. Will be fine, but it makes me seriously suspect this chef is trying to avenge the loss while the hunter was bandaging the wound. The chef decided to wipe his but with gauze to the crabs into his apology. Bought pot and crush add water and bring to a boil. Fennel potato chips. In a little while, a delicious crab soup is freshly baked. The hunter couldn't wait to taste it. One bite down is refreshing. The delicious taste hits the spot. All hatred is forgotten. Enjoying the food in a joyful atmosphere. The first night passed. Time came to the second day. The bellies of the two were already rumbling with hunger. Obviously, yesterday's crab soup didn't provide much energy for the two. In order to live a vacation-like life, the hunter took his equipment and went hunting in the forest. He was in the forest, found a lot of traces left by Peppa Pig. Just when he was concentrating on finding wild boar, a big bird flew over the hunter's head. Isn't this asking for trouble? The hunter didn't say a word and just went for it. Unfortunately, the injured hand had an impact on him. Helplessly, he had to return to the camp. The chef looked at the hunter who returned not surprised at all. Seeing the hunter's face full of unhappiness, the chef thoughtfully asked him about the hunting situation. The hunter said that the injured hand had an impact on him. So the chef volunteered and asked the hunter to teach him that they how to split up a slingshot, which can greatly improve the success rate of hunting. Unexpectedly, the chef is very talented and learned the essence in just a few minutes. This made the chef full of confidence, so the two immediately split up and acted. The chef even vowed to use a slingshot to take down a wild boar. As soon as he finished, he saw a chicken fall on the branch. The chef held his breath and pulled open the slingshot. As he let go, a sound of falling to the ground came. One-hit kill. Is this the legendary newbie gift pack? However, he was happy too soon. When he went into the bushes to look for prey, the dense vegetation meant he couldn't even find a bird feather. At the same time, the hunter on the other side had a new discovery. He found on the trees along the way traces of wild boars grinding their teeth. So the hunter prepared to make a trap nearby. First tie a fisherman's, not that even elementary school students know. Then use a tree trunk as a spring. Then find some coffee beans as bait. As long as any reckless wild boar steps on it, then all that awaits it is becoming calories. The chef on the other side lost interest in hunting, so he went back to his old job, preparing to find some ingredients to make dinner. Sure enough, professionals do professional things. The chef effortlessly found wild ingredients. This plant that looks like corn is actually teosinte, rich in starch and suitable as a staple food. Packs them up and continue exploring deeper. He also found a hidden waterfall in the middle of the jungle. Next to the waterfall, he found a vegetable called cheote. According to the chef, this thing is as delicious as he turned spinach around. He found a wild grape but the vitamin C content is dozens of times that of beet. His secret room can be described as very fruitful. Looking back at the hunter, he never hit the seedlings on the tree. The chef happily returned to the camp to cook. Use a knife to remove the golden eggs from the cheote leaves. Only keep the middle leaf part. Then chop the wild corn and cook it together. When the hunter returned to the camp empty-handed, the chef happily invited the hunter to dinner. The hunter heard there was a big meal. He didn't care about anything. The two of them devoured it. As a result, the chef realized something was wrong after a burning sensation. After careful inspection, he realized the edible part is the golden egg. Good heavens! The hunter never expected to be poisoned again this time. It seems like he will go hungry again tonight. On the third day, the chef was full of guilt. He even started considering his future career plans. The hunter felt sorry for him and decided to cook himself to cheer him up. He picked some wild grapes and made fruit tea. It tasted sweet and sour. The chef was so moved that he almost shed tears. After breakfast, the hunter couldn't wait to check the traps he set up yesterday, but there wasn't even a feather in it. He was wondering how to go back when he found a silly thing halfway lying on the tree, not moving. The hunter suppressed his ecstatic heart and sent the other party to get a lunchbox with one stick. The hunter returned to the camp with the prey. The sudden surprise scared the chef. Seeing that there was meat to eat, he was as happy as a 40-year-old child. The chef skinned it and processed it and put it on the fire to bake. This thing tastes similar to chicken, but the protein is 5 times that of beef. It can provide them with rich calories. The two of them replenished their energy. Looking at the remaining scraps, the two of them couldn't wait to catch an old sow immediately. Night falls. The chef couldn't fall asleep. He hoped to eat pork tenderloin and braised pork tomorrow. I don't know what wonderful tricks he used at night. As soon as he got up, the hunter obediently came to the trap. But the trap was still intact. After repeated failures, he decided to change his strategy and go back to the camp to discuss with the chef. The two decided to make a more advanced trap. They came to the only way for Peppa Pig to go home from school. As the saying goes, men and women work together. The two quickly wove a pig trap out of bamboo, mashed river crabs and wild grapes to make bait. Put the bait in the innermost part of the cage as long as it can't resist the temptation to get close. It will touch the mechanism immediately. The prey has nowhere to escape. In the blink of an eye, it's the two people's ability to resist starvation. The hunter's injured hand couldn't help but tremble. Holding on to the last glimmer of hope, he went to check the trap. He heard movement in the cage. The camera turned. Oh my gosh. They finally caught the wild boar they dreamed of. The hunter was extremely excited. Wild boars are very dangerous. Of course, a man should do this kind of thing with wild boars. So the hunter asked the chef to guard the door. He went in with a white blade and came out with a red blade. Successfully sent Pigsy to the western paradise. The two carried the wild boar back to the camp. The chef didn't dare to neglect such high-end ingredients and carefully classified the cooking methods and heat for different parts. Cut the foreleg meat into large and fry it in a pan until it is crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. Coat the ribs with seasoned fruit powder. Cover it with banana leaves and smoke it over a fire to make pitch black smoked ribs. Then take the most tender tenderloin and tie it to a wooden frame with branches to make delicious grilled tenderloin. 2.5 hours later, the hunter and chef, who had been hungry for 6 days, ate a royal-level meal. Wild grape stewed pork chops, grilled marinated tenderloin, and wild corn and vegetables. Look at this exquisite plating. The bright colors make people drool. One bite, the deliciousness fills the mouth. The taste is fragrant and tender. Not to mention that the protein is thousands of times that of beef. Every bite is an ultimate tease to the taste buds. Although the process was a bit difficult, but all of this is worth it. Early the next morning, the two packed their luggage and embarked on a new path of survival.